Hey guys, Jonah here, back with a beer review, and I'm going to do another one from the British Summertime box by Beer 52, and this one's a really kind of special one, but I didn't realise that at the time, and there is a bit of an article about it. It is the Hop City by Northern Monk, and this is important, so if you want to pause the video and do that QR code. It's pretty cool because the celebrations are essentially Northern Monk's 10th birthday, and that's what this beer is about. But weirdly, the birthday, it's just their 9th birthday this year. It's next year, so you can buy tickets already. It's in May. Why don't you, have a look at that QR code? There's 2 sessions there. They are a bit pricey. I don't usually like paying out money. I'm not saying I'm going to go because I don't know what's going to happen next year. But if you are the type of person that likes to go to these events, if you're from up north, as it were, and if you got a bit of money spare, why not go and celebrate? And here is the beer. It is a hazy IPA. Yes, you read that right. At 7%. So it is a bad boy. It's a shame it's in such a small can, but it is a bad boy. And there we go. It is between Northern Monk and Evil Twin Brewing. There we go. There's the date. Yeah, the UK's first hop-led beer festival, 15th of May, 27. And there's the QR code once again. I didn't actually see that it was on the can. I saw it in the magazine, but that was about it. So we have got wheat, we have got oats, we have got all that kind of jazz going on in this bad boy. And I can tell you what hops, well, I can tell you what Beer 52 says the hops are in this bad boy, because I couldn't track it down, but Beer 52 apparently know these things, and they're the people, that are providing the beers. So, I will believe them until I hear otherwise. Sometimes on Untapped, on the can itself, and on Beer 52, don't always agree with the hops, but I think we shall see in this one. Right, let's go for a pour. Obviously, this is going to be a hazy IPA in the modern style. There we go. Good finger fluffy white head, which is always cool. And let us do one of these. I've been doing a lot of these lately. I've been getting back into the reviews and stuff, which is kind of cool because I like doing it. Hop City, there we go. And that'll be on the front of the video. And it's a juicy one. It's definitely a juicy. Oh, and I'm getting hoppage as well, like actual green hops here. So, got the old dog and bone. I have got a spider diagram, but I'm not going to worry about it, to be perfectly honest. Mosaic, Cashmere, Citra, and Eldorado. Yes, we got lots of stuff. Citra Mosaic, I'm not surprised about, and then plus Cashmere and Eldorado. So we know really what we're going to have. And it's got jumbo oats in there. I just read on there. So not just normal oats, but those jumbo ones. And they're the real creamy bad boys. Yeah, tropical fruits, maybe a tiny little bit of kind of zesty stuff. The green is definitely there, but I'm also kind of getting that creaminess, that kind of sweetness. That's 7%. Oh, and it's going to be juicy too. Oh, this is going to be cool. And even the color is kind of cool. I know I've said it before, but when, an IPA, and this is whether it's a hazy one or an old school kind of West Coast one, not a British one, because they're more like kind of bitters and stuff, color wise at least. But it's not pure, it's slightly darker than a pale ale, if that makes sense. It's just that touch more, and that implies they put some additions in just to to put the colour that one step. There's a whole thing. What's it? EBC? I think it is. It's not IBU because that's bitterness. It's EB. I think it's EBC. Something European something colour. It's a colour unit anyway. But you can work out what the colour of your beer is, which is quite really interesting once you get into those things. And my memory, you know what it's like. Anyway, cheers and beers. Nice sunny day. Yeah, had a bit of a tough day, but I'm on the beers, on the 7% beers. Cheers. Oh, so as it's going down, really fruity, like a citrus kind of fruity one, but not in a Simcoe way. It's really kind of nice, really juicy. Yeah, I'd say kind of orange. But then there's that green kind of thing in the background. It's not hugely prominent, I have to say. So you've got that greenness, and there's a little bit of zest there too, which is cool. But I would say it's kind of more along the lines of an orangey type zest. It's definitely not lemon, not normal grapefruit, maybe a more juicy, like a blood grapefruity type thing, or blood orange, like that orange grapefruit cross. Maybe that kind of zesty thing, but it's not in your face zest. It's like adding to that kind of juiciness, but it comes secondary. And yeah, you got that creaminess there too, which is really nice. Not too much sweetness, to be honest, which is cool. Maybe that's because it's a 7% IPA, as opposed to some of these really weak ones. You know, I've had a couple lately, like the 3%ers and 4%ers. When they've got wheat and oats in there, something about the lower alcohol beers that it doesn't sort of bring things together as much. But you could say this beer is kind of superior because they're doing it for a special occasion and they've thrown everything at it. This is a really nice IPA. Although I know not everyone likes a hazy IPA, but this one's a good one. It's quite a good amount of carbonation, which may come back to haunt me in a minute. Yeah, weirdly, that second gulp, probably because my synapses in my mouth have already fired. Yeah, a little bit more muted, a little bit more kind of not more creamy, but yeah, not so much zest, not so much fruit, not so much juice. It's all kind of molded together a little bit nicer, shall we say. The one thing I did get was the carbon dioxide kind of bubbles in my mouth as I was drinking, which doesn't always work for me. That I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like lager so much as a beer style, especially the commercially type ones, because they tend to be too fizzy. That's probably why, out of all the lager styles, I like Bohemian lager because it's a bit more less carbonated, a bit more creamy taste-wise. But the really sharp, crisp, real extra fizzy lagers, yeah, not my kind of thing, to be honest. Ooh, told you it was well carbonated. And look, we have got some nice tide lines. One there, another fat one there. I'm probably going to polish this off. Probably shouldn't have drank it so fast, being as this is a 7% beer, but I'm so like, oh, I so wanted to get into it. I've got a kind of dragon boat. Oh, look, he's even sticking his tongue out there. A dragon head on a kind of, yeah, sort of like a Viking long ship. What have we got on the other side? Oh, we've got a horse. There we go. I like those. A rearing horse, which is on the flag of Kent, which is where I live, which is cool. The white horse of Kent rearing back, but it also is a sign. We used to do hunting of white horses on hillsides and things like that. And the nearest one here is down kind of Folkestone way, and there's a horse there. But there's also a crown that someone did, either for the Queen's Jubilee or maybe, yeah, Charles being inaugurated or crowned or something like that. But there's a big crown on the hills near which is where the the hop college is, and there's a lot of breeding programs still there. I talked to Eddie Gadd about it. It was really interesting. He was telling me about the hops, because the college itself and it used to be the head of hop growing and hop development in the UK, but it isn't anymore. That's moved somewhere in the Midlands, which I can't remember. I could look it up for you, but I don't know off the top of my head. But Y used to be the centre one. There we go. 10 years, 10th birthday bash. It's called Hop City, and this one is Northern Monk in a collab. And save that date for you, the 15th of May 2027. Like I say, reasonably expensive to get to, but if you are in, actually, wait, let me see if I can work out. Does it say exactly where it is? Look at the QR code anyway. There we go. It'll definitely tell you where it is. Let's see, because I've forgotten. Northern Monk is Leeds. There you go. So it's probably not that far away from Leeds, which in itself is a worthwhile town to visit if you haven't done. The beer scene, that 7% is starting to get to me, is really good in Leeds. Oh, lovely beer, really good. I like IPAs around 8%. I'd prefer a big one, like an American pint. Even an English pint would be cool, or a 440 can would be good. Anything more than that, and things get interesting, to say the least. This has been your loving Unclejona, drinking for your entertainment. That one is a good one. Please take care of yourselves. Please take care of each other. And you know what? I'm going to be doing some more beer reviews, and they'll be coming up real soon.